and on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. I hope you're having yourselves a fantastic morning this morning, and hopefully you're enjoying January. But yes, your first week of March is here, so hopefully you're enjoying it, and I hope that everything is going well, and that you're having yourselves a fantastic, start to your week. Hopefully life is going good. If you need prayers, prayers are with you. And if everything is going well, I hope it continues to go well. I want the best for everybody out there. And, I'm under the weather. It's altered my voice a little bit. And so, I know that this time of year can be a challenge to some of us, either by health or just by not liking the snow and having to travel in the weather. So whatever it is, I hope you're all staying safe. I hope you're all doing well. And I hope that this message this morning finds you in a positive state. If not, I hope that we can help you get there. So with that being said, we're inside the Cafe Kubal studios on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, and Cafe Kubal with plenty of locations to connect with you in our community, 3501 James Street 3, as well as 401 South Salina Street, both in Syracuse, New York, inside of Golisano's Children's Hospital in Syracuse, as well as on 343 Fayette Street in Manlius, New York, in their giant behemoth of a brown-striped building. You can go out and see them there, and we were just there last week with Jason Leone, who's moving his team forward in the NCAA Division III men's basketball tournament with a hopes of vying for a national championship. Very excited for Jason and of Oswego State Lakers men's basketball. And, of course, you can also find Cafe Kubal on the corner of Route 11 and Taft Road in Sweetheart Corners in North Syracuse at their drive-through location. So make sure you head out there as well. Like I said, so many ways to connect with Cafe Kubal, and we appreciate you doing that. You can also order online and get everything set and ready for you by going to cafekubal.com. That's cafe, Kubal.com. So make sure you do that. With that being said, this Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora edition is dedicated to the Dolphins. And you know that every Wednesday at 9 a.m. is Dolphin time. And this Wednesday, even more so with Dolphin time, as we have the opportunity to do something really special with the Dolphins. And I'm so excited to do this. And that special piece is the fact that Giving Day is this Thursday, March 3rd, for the Dolphins community, and it's a way to give back to the Dolphins. It's a way to give to their programs directly. You can give to the LeMoyne Dolphins as a whole, and it would go to, the fund for everyone, or you can give to a specific program. And so, whether it be LeMoyne men's basketball or LeMoyne women's basketball, also LeMoyne women's lacrosse, men's lacrosse, swimming and diving, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of ways to give back to this community. And, you can give to cross country, you can give to the soccer teams. There's a volleyball, as well as you can give to their tennis teams. You can give to, I want to make sure I don't miss anybody here, so I'm going to name off all the places you can give it back to. But with the LeMoyne Dolphins, in giving back on Giving Day, you can give to so many different pieces. Like I said, you can give to the main fund overall that can go to any of the teams. You can also give directly to on the women's side, basketball, cross country, golf, lacrosse, soccer, softball, swimming and diving, tennis and track. On the men's side, baseball, basketball, cross country, golf, lacrosse, as well as soccer, swimming and diving, tennis, and track. So there's so many different ways that you can give to the LeMoyne Dolphins. You can tailor your gift, like I said, directly to a specific team, or you can say, hey, give it to the general fund, and when you give it to the general fund, then that can go as needed where it needs to go in like an emergency situation. Like if there's a snowstorm and a team has to stay an extra night in the city or town that they're in, then that general fund would say, okay, well, the soccer team's on the road for the women's team. They need to stay somewhere. Or, oh, the men's baseball team is having trouble getting back, so let's have them stay here. So that's what the general fund is used for everybody. And they have a goal this year to reach up to 750 gifts. So doesn't matter how much that is. Their goal is to get to 750. So getting 750 donations. I'm excited about this. I'm excited for LeMoyne, and I'm excited to share with you our newest edition of AD and DT, where Athletics Director Bob Beretta and I have the opportunity to speak on the importance of Giving Day. And we'll also remember Matt Bassett, who was the athletic director before Bob came in. So we'll talk about Matt Bassett. We'll talk about the Dolphins as a whole in the community, why you should give back to the Dolphins. And, of course, we'll get in a little bit more to Giving Day. So a lot of great stuff coming up here with LeMoyne College, with the Dolphins, and very excited to be able to share this with you. AD and DT's newest episode, which comes to you every first and third Wednesday of each month. The first one that we have here is dedicated toward Giving Day, and that'll be coming up with Bob Beretta momentarily. And then after that, I will have the opportunity to share with you individual messages throughout the LeMoyne Dolphin community on why you should give back on their programs and them reaching out to you. So I have a really great LeMoyne Dolphin Giving Day celebration set up for you, and I wanted to do it the day before Giving Day so that we had this all set and ready to go so you could watch it, you could see it, you could learn about it 24 hours in advance of Giving Day happening. So very excited to bring you AD and DT with Bob Beretta, as well as the messages from the LeMoyne Dolphins for Giving Day. That's all coming up here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora after this fast break. So stay with us, hang out with us, and I'm very excited that we'll be able to share this with you momentarily right after this fast break inside the Cafe Kubal studios, where sports truly meets that thing called life. Thank you so much for being here every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And the Dolphins have plenty to say to you coming up next right after this.
Carvel DeWitt, it's what happy tastes like. Do you know why? Because we make ice cream. Creamy, rich, flavorful ice cream. Not yogurt or iced milk like some of our competitors. Ice cream. Fresh, by hand, daily. For the calorie conscious, we have something new for you. Our new Carvelite. Same great flavor, creaminess, and texture of our regular ice cream with only 35 calories an ounce. So whether you want an ice cream cake, flying saucer, dasher, carvalanche, hard or soft ice cream, we will satisfy your craving with our fresh, handmade regular or new Carvelite ice cream. Carvel DeWitt. It's what happy tastes like.
Cafe Kubal offers same-day local delivery of our products, offering no delivery charge for Onondaga County. Shop cafekubal.com for fresh roasted coffee beans, cold brew, travel mugs, and all your essential Cafe Kubal needs. Cafe Kubal, coffee for the soul.
The Wildcat Sports Pub in Camillus, New York is located on 3680 Milton Avenue in the Home Depot Plaza. It is your family-friendly sports bar and restaurant. Folks, some sports bars aren't family-friendly. Some family-friendly restaurants are not sports bars. The Wildcat Sports Pub in Camillus, New York is proud to be both. It is that marriage that you've been looking for years. The Wildcat Sports Pub is your home base for your sports bar and restaurant needs, games for the kids, indoor and outdoor activities, and enough things on the menu to come back every single week and get to try something new. They're open Sundays from noon to 8 p.m., Monday through Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Thursday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to midnight. For reservations and party information, call 315-487-2222 for the Wildcat family-friendly sports pub and restaurant. Avicoli's, located on the corner of Route 57 and Wetzel Road in Liverpool, New York, has been your trusted neighbor for decades. Located just steps from Liverpool High School, we're happy to have the Liverpool Warriors on-site, on-location broadcast at Avicoli's through Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora every single month, featuring student athletes, coaches, and administration throughout the year from Liverpool High School. Head out to Avicoli's today on the corner of Route 57 and Wetzel Road in Liverpool, New York, open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch, dinner, and drinks. We'd love to see you out there, and of course you can call them at 315-622-5100 for takeout, delivery, and catering. That's 315-622-5100, and also find them on myavicolis.com. That's myavicollis.com. Having peace of mind when you're out of town that your furry-loving friend is safe and sound means taking them to Canine Campground, because we all know that when it comes to the love of our pets, it goes well beyond the call of duty to make sure they're safe and sound. Right, Lily? So take a ride to 242 Johnson Street in East Syracuse, New York, and see Canine Campground and where your dog will be staying in the classic cabin, the executive cabin, the grand cabin, or of course the luxury cabin, because if you know Lily, you know she loves luxury. Now you don't have to wait to the last minute to find a family member or a friend that'll take your dog for a few days. Call Canine Campground at 315-299-4013. That's 315-299-4013. Their drop-off and pickup times are Monday through Sunday. Check K9campground.com for more information. That's the letter K, the number 9, and campground spelled with a K.com. K9campground.com.
When you're going out of town, bring your dog to Canine Campground.
PB&J's Lunchbox, the food truck that you love finding all throughout Central and Upstate New York, now has a street-side cafe. So when you're craving their traditional favorites as well as their out-of-box amazing menu items, you can now head to 663 Old Liverpool Road in Liverpool, New York. Located just minutes from the highway, the Thruway, Destiny USA, and Onondaga Lake Parkway, PB&J's Lunchbox Street-Side Cafe is there for you Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner all throughout the day. Get breakfast for dinner, dinner for lunch, whatever you fancy, including their award-winning grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Find them at 663 Old Liverpool Road in Liverpool, New York. PB&J's Lunchbox, where we love to know what's in your lunchbox. As a patient, what do we want? To be cared for, to be listened to, and to have someone walk us through the process on our path to victory. Victory Sports Medicine and Orthopedics does all of those things beautifully, with Dr. Mark Petropoli leading the team on 791 West Genesee Street in Skaneateles, New York, located minutes from beautiful Skaneateles Lake. Whatever your injury may be from head to toe, preventative care, rehab, physical therapy, laser therapy, and surgery are all available at Victory Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, where they care about us, they listen to us, and they understand that everyone's path to victory is a little bit different. Let them help you on yours by calling 315-685-7544 to make your appointment today. That's 315-685-7544. And find out more information at victorysportsmedicine.com. Welcome here to another edition of AD and DT with Athletics Director of LeMoyne College, Bob Beretta, and myself, DT, aka Dan Tortora. So, Bob, as always, appreciate you being here.
Thanks very much, Dan. Appreciate it.
And very excited to have the opportunity. And we talked about greening it up a little bit here. So I got some green on. You have the tones in there as well. And we didn't call each other before.
No, we didn't. But we're color coordinated. That's all that matters.
We are. And, speaking of green and seeing the LeMoyne College Dolphin here all throughout the campus and all throughout the community, it's been a representation of so many years, so many decades and eras of prosperity and people that really love and care about the community. And as we step into what we have going on now is Giving Day, and the opportunity to give back and to be there, and of course that being on March 3rd, and us preluding that here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora by speaking about it, and just what you could say about the importance of Giving Day and making sure that people think about LeMoyne here as we get set to move forward.
I really appreciate the opportunity to talk about Giving Day, Dan, and it's so important. It's vital, really, to the success of our student athletes in our athletic programs. We're budgeted by our administrative by our administration here at the college in a way that allows our student athletes to be very successful. But we're always looking for that added margin of excellence, whether that's a piece of equipment, or it might be some additional gear, or it could be trips, or it could be recruiting, whatever that need be. It's those margin of excellence pieces, and we're so reliant upon our great friends and supporters of our athletic program for those types of things. And not only is there an opportunity for people to give to their specific sports, there's also an opportunity to give to the general fund, and that's so important for us because the general fund, it allows us to use those dollars to utilize for maybe facility enhancements, some improvements, some branding. If we want to bring in speakers for our speaker series, our student life programs that we put in place to try and help our student athletes prosper after they leave the Heights. So all those types of things are vital, I think, to our program. They're what separate us. It's a differentiator in the funding that we gain through Giving Day and through really the philanthropy of our followers throughout the year, not just on Giving Day, but all 365 days. It's critical for those margin of excellence programs to exist.
And you talked about the fact that you can give to your specific sport. You can make sure that your money is directed somewhere that you'd like it to go, and just what you can say about that piece of it and that people know where the money's going.
Right, so you can direct the money towards a specific program. Each program has its own fundraising account. We call them Gold Wave accounts, or Friends of accounts, really, and coaches have the ability to spend out of that with approval from senior leaders here in the athletic department. We target those areas of need, and they can use that funding to support those initiatives. But again, as the athletic director, we have a general fund, which is really extremely important. We just had an instance last week where a storm came through, and we had teams on the road, and we want to make sure that they're going to be safe. So now they need to stay in extra night in hotels and things of that nature. And that's where the additional dollars, those are unbudgeted requirements that we have. But more importantly, it allows us to continue to improve, to continue to advance our program, whether that's doing some things in our gym or out on the soccer field, or we have a baseball project that's going on right now, and we can steer funds towards that. We want to put a press box in softball and those kinds of things. So that's where the unrestricted dollars, the general fund dollars can only come, and allows me as the athletic director to target how we want to spend and what we want to invest in for our student athletes. But it's all really tied to kind of that margin of excellence, as I refer to, those things that help take us to that next level of success.
We look at Giving Day and giving back, and before you came here as the athletics director, we had Matt Bassett here in the community, and he just passed here young, and I know that it was important for you to share some thoughts as obviously, he tried to lay a foundation with a lot of different things before you came in here. And just what you could say about his leadership and maybe just having his memory spotlit, so to speak.
Yeah, it's been a difficult couple of days here in our athletics department. And Dan, Matt transformed this department, and I did not have the pleasure of knowing Matt beyond a couple of phone calls after I accepted the job a year ago, and he was very gracious to me. But the work that he did here at LeMoyne will never go unnoticed or forgotten. And I know the blood, sweat, and tears that he put into this institution. He transformed the athletic department. He moved it forward from in every area. If it's facilities, what he did in facilities, phenomenal. Sport offerings, he extended that. The club and recreation area, which was under Matt's purview while he was here, he expanded that dramatically. So every place you turn, you can see where Matt's fingerprints are on this program. That's not lost on me as the current athletic director, and I owe a great debt of gratitude for Matt to lead this program in the condition that I found it when I was able to take over and know the ground that he covered. So my deepest condolences to his family and those that all knew and loved Matt, and that he remains in our thoughts and prayers. I know our staff, devastated by the news. Matt put most of our staff together and had been together with several members for many, many years. So it's been a difficult time, and I think that we're going to celebrate his life as the spring goes on in many different ways, but I wanted to take the opportunity here to publicly acknowledge the work that Matt did, our gratitude, and certainly our sympathies to the family.
And to know this community of the Dolphins, I've gotten to know people in our multimedia marketing partnership. We've gotten to tell so many different stories with, be it alumni or future Dolphins, current student athletes, coaches, yourself, Dr. Linda Lemura. There's everyone has had their own place on this. It's kind of like when you think about when you're in the water and you touch the water and it makes that ripple effect. Yeah. That one fingertip in the water just makes that statement in the water, and it ripples through. I feel like each story that I've gotten to tell was one of those moments, one of those ripples, and they all eventually converge together in the middle of that pool. And it's been so incredible to me. And as we talk about Matt Bassett and we talk about Giving Day and all of these pieces to it, and talking about community and love and remembering where we came from and where we're going, I just think it's really important for me to say thank you to you for giving me the opportunity, because I believed in the stories we would tell, and I got to tell you, I've been blown away by the people, especially the student athletes, the young men and women that genuinely tell me stories that hit me in the heart, and sitting here for a lot of those stories and just really seeing that LeMoyne is not getting incredible student athletes, you're getting incredible people who happen to play sports, and I think that that's important to mention.
Yeah, and it starts at the top, right, Dan? It starts with President Lemura, who's been the person in charge of this institution for many years and been here for many years before she accepted the presidency. And Matt Bassett was the athletic director here for 12 years. And you talk about the culture that was established, right? That's the expectation, that we're going to bring in outstanding student athletes and high character individuals. When I started looking at this job back in 2020, that struck me immediately, is that, boy, it's a special place with special people. That's what I told everyone after my first visit on campus and after my first interview, and then throughout that entire period of time where I was interviewing, was that there's just a special thing about LeMoyne, and it's the people. It really, really is. It was very similar to me at West Point. West Point's about people, and so is LeMoyne. Special place with special people, and the culture is established by the president, and here in our athletic department, really established by Matt Bassett.
Giving back, making sure that we're giving to LeMoyne on Giving Day and beyond. You talked about the fact that the general fund provides for emergencies when there's bad weather and a team has to stay over somewhere. You can give individually to different programs. What does it mean to you to see the way that this community has given back in general, and kind of just what your expectation is as we roll into Giving Day?
Yeah, I think last year we did a phenomenal job growing the number of donors. It tripled in terms of the annual fund and folks that were willing to give and give everything from smaller numbers to larger numbers. It's really just the act of giving, and that's what we really want to continue to impress upon people is we appreciate every dollar that people give, because there are many different avenues where they can steer their discretionary dollars. So while transformational gifts are wonderful and help build facilities and transform our student athletes' experience, it's those small gifts too that mean the most, right? They're people that give from the heart what they can afford to give. But our job is to just let people know that we're going to be very discretionary in how we spend every dollar that's invested in our program. We're going to look at things through a lens and make decisions that benefit our student athletes both in the short term, but more importantly in the long term. And it's vital. It's vital to our success that we continue to have people that are so willing to step forward, so generous, so supportive of our mission, of our guiding principles, what steer us every day. Those are unwavering, and we feel like the folks that come in contact with our athletic department, but certainly in LeMoyne, whether they graduated or had friends that graduated or parents, they believe in our mission, they believe in our character, they believe in our guiding principles, and we're always going to be true.
We see you, we know you're there, and we hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, and most importantly, Dan, I think, and you know this better than anyone, our coaches and our student athletes are part of this community. The majority of our rosters are built from student athletes from the central New York area, from this community, and many of them stay in this community after they graduate. So who are they giving to? Who are fans and followers and friends and constituents, stakeholders giving to? They're giving to a student athlete that is, as a group, we've completed over 1,400 community service hours since August, right? All of our teams, all of our student athletes have at some level have already gone back and tried to make an impact and a difference in their community. They're donating to coaches that are leading these young people to great things, that aspire to greatness. But again, if you look at our staff, our coaches, they come to LeMoyne and they've been part of LeMoyne for many, many years. They don't use LeMoyne as a stepping stone because it's a wonderful institution. It's a place where you can thrive, you believe in the mission, you believe in the guiding principles, and the same thing with our student athletes. They believe in who we are, what we stand for, but they're young people that pretty much came from this community, and many will move on, but many will stay in this community. So you're kind of giving to your own, and know that you're going to, that investment, hopefully you're going to see a threefold return on that investment, both in goodwill and in terms of what our young people are going to go back and reinvest what they learn here into the community in the months and years to come.
Yeah, building LeMoyne College is building the community is building each other, and the better that you do here at LeMoyne, the better the community rises. You know, they always say it takes a village, and Central and Upstate New York is my home. It's a place that is incredibly important to me. This college has been right here, a few minutes from where I grew up on the north side. My dad came here, and so I know that when you give to the Dolphins and you want to make a donation, or you want to come out and see a game, or whatever you can do to support and be here, it means so much. Every single person matters. And if I know anything about Bob Beretta, it's the fact that you don't let anybody feel like they're a number. You treat us like people. And I think the beauty of that is that you are overseeing an entire athletic department, yet you are very humble, and you always look for your team to work together, and it's not just about you. So thank you for coming here and giving us something to get back to.
Well, thank you, Dan. I appreciate you saying that. And we're a family. You know, we're a family with a PH instead of an F, I guess.
I know, and it always makes me proud to say, fins up.
Fins up, Dan.
Thank you. We'll talk with you soon, and we appreciate anything you can give on Giving Day here for LeMoyne College. For Athletics Director Bob Beretta and myself, Dan Tortora, this is
Cafe Cabal offers same-day local delivery of our products, offering no delivery charge for Onondaga County. Shop cafecabal.com for fresh roasted coffee beans, cold brew, travel mugs, and all your essential Cafe Cabal needs. Cafe Cabal, coffee for the soul.
this is Amy from Mother's Cupboard, home of the whole frittata. We are open daily 6 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. For takeout orders, call 315-432-0942 and tune in to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora for our monthly food challenge and try our Wake Up Call signature menu item available 7 days a week. Here at Mother's Cupboard, we are Central New York, and it's our honor to serve you.
Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory remind us that every day is worth celebrating. Find them at 201 Old 7th North Street in Liverpool, New York. Open Monday through Saturday in-store and all the time online at maandpaspopcorn.com. Serving our Central New York community and beyond, you can order all throughout the country at maandpaspopcorn.com. And remember to get your tins, which have in-store half-price refills forever. Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory, available to you for fundraising and all of your events by calling 315-450-6272. That's 315-450-6272. Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory. How corny are you?
The Millhouse Market, located on 3790 New York 13 in Pulaski, New York, is worth the drive every time. Make your way out to the Millhouse Market every Tuesday through Sunday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can get everything on their app by downloading it on the Google Play or Apple App Store. Search Millhouse Market, and they will have your entire menu there. Extremely user-friendly app, very easy. And as you go through it, you can see what's in every single menu choice. And once you make that choice, it will give you contactless pay on the app. You can tip on the app, and there's directions on the app itself from wherever you are. You can type in your location, and it'll bring you straight to the Millhouse Market. So all on the app, order your food, contactless pay, and directions to the Millhouse Market. Keeping it simple, keeping it easy, and keeping it fresh when we pick it up. They will give you a time almost to the T of when you can go to their drive-thru and grab your food and go. And of course, you can call 315-298-4104. That's 315-298-4104 to order from them via phone. And once you go inside of the Millhouse Market, you can see that they have indoor dining with a bistro menu that changes every single week, so you can come back and try something new. And they have a general store with local products from local companies, so you can help to pay it forward, as the Millhouse Market not only is a local brand here in our community, but they support other local brands as well, be it jewelry or clothing, children's toys, as well as soaps and syrups and honeys and whatnot. A fantastic way to really connect to the community in so many different avenues just by going to the Millhouse Market. So head out there today, 3790 New York 13 in Pulaski, New York. Worth the drive every single time. We continue the conversation here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on LeMoyne Giving Day, and I'm very excited for that. Made that graphic for you that you're seeing right here inside of maandpaspopcorn.com's What's Poppin'. And what's poppin' in this broadcast is making sure that we let you know about LeMoyne Giving Day and the importance of giving back to our LeMoyne Dolphins, this fantastic institution that's been here in our community for so many years and just is led by great people. President Dr. Linda Lemira, Athletics Director Bob Beretta, the coaches, and of course the student athletes and students in general, and the teachers and faculty and administration that make up this amazing community within our community that is always connected with us and always looking to uplift us, and give $1, give 100, give 1,000, give whatever you can, but give back to LeMoyne, because it is imperative to continue to support one another however we can. And I know that this community has been incredible, and LeMoyne has treated me so very well. The way that they have welcomed me in for this multimedia marketing partnership and all the things we've gotten to do together. I've met so many incredible people, and I've gotten to tell so many amazing stories from these people, and it's only been a few months that we've had this partnership. So I'm so grateful of the fact that very young in our connection, we have already blossomed to tell these stories that I think could be transformational and life-changing. and we've only just begun, as the song would say. So I'm very excited for everything we get to do with LeMoyne. I'm so thankful for all of you that give back to LeMoyne and everybody that will be giving back here on Giving Day this Thursday, March 3rd. And so I want to, from them to you, share with you some words from the incredible people in our LeMoyne community.
Hi Phin fans, it's Liz Bevel, head coach of LeMoyne Women's Lacrosse. I'm here to remind you that Giving Day is this Thursday, March 3rd. Please consider making a donation to LeMoyne Athletics or LeMoyne Women's Lacrosse and help coaches like myself enhance the experience of our student athletes. Thank you for your continued support of LeMoyne Athletics, and go Dolphins.
I wanted to tell you how important Giving Day is to our program. When you give to the general fund, you pay for the extra things that help make LeMoyne special. Things like our speaker series. One of our speakers really hit home with our team. It was a talk on mental health by Kate Fagan, the author of What Made Maddie Run. It really hit home. When you give to our team, you are paying for extra gear, throwing areas, new tents, and more travel. You are helping raise our team to a new level. Your gifts make a difference. Thank you.
Hey everybody, Scott Cassidy with LeMoyne College Baseball here, checking in to remind you that March 3rd is LeMoyne College Giving Day. We're really hoping for a lot of participation this year. Anything and everything that anybody can donate to the athletic department as well as the baseball program will go a long way to ensure a great student-athlete experience for our athletes. Please think of us on March 3rd. Go Dolphins!
Greetings to Dolphins near and far. My name is Kathy Braun, and I'm the women's soccer coach here at LeMoyne College. As Giving Day approaches, I ask that you consider making a gift to our Gold Wave account. Through your support, we can greatly enhance the overall student-athlete experience by upgrading equipment, gear, hotel room stays, and various other components of running a top-level Division II soccer program. Our student-athletes deserve the best. We all want that for them, and any donation that you give, big or small, will be greatly appreciated. It's a great day to be a Dolphin. Go Fins.
Hello. Hope this finds everyone well. This Thursday, March 3rd, is our second annual Giving Day. As last year, every donation directed to men's soccer, 100% of it will go back to the program. I was extremely proud of everyone that stepped up last year and donated not only on Giving Day, but in our annual fund. We had such a great response. I'm hoping that we can get the same response this year and beat our total that we had last year. So again, the men's soccer program needs your help and support. So anything that you can give on that day will be great. Thank you. All the best.
I'm head softball coach Tracy Roman. March 3rd is Giving Day on the Heights, and we need your support. For the next 24 hours, let's come together in true Dolphin spirit, giving what we can so others may experience the greatness of LeMoyne College. It's not the size of the gift that matters. No matter how big or small, there's strength in numbers, and I promise you, you make an impact. Your generosity and leadership puts into practice the attitude of gratitude, which is something we talk about and strive to be better at every day on the Heights and beyond. I truly hope you consider making a gift to this year's annual Giving Day campaign. Help pave the way and provide opportunity for current and future Fins. Where would any of us be if it weren't for the help of others somewhere along our journey? Let's do this, Fins. Let's knock this thing out of the park.
It's Giving Day. We need help raising money for the LeMoyne men's golf team. The money will help us out a lot. Also, it's our coach's birthday, so let's make him smile. Please, whatever you can donate will help. Thank you.
Hello, Phin fans. This is Bob Beretta. Director of Athletics at LeMoyne College. I'd like to ask each of you to participate in our Giving Day, Thursday, March 3rd, as we attempt to reach our goal of 750 gifts within a 24-hour period. Your investment in LeMoyne Athletics goes directly to support our nearly 400 student athletes in their pursuit of comprehensive excellence. Once again, thanks so much for your continued support, and fins up.
In these unique times, there are those in our community that give us a sense of normalcy and positivity. Pizza Man on 50 Oswego Street in Baldwinsville has been here for you for over 35 years and is here now. Call 315-638-1234 or order online at pizzamanbville.com to bring those familiar tastes into your home. And remember to come see our monthly on-site broadcasts centered around the community and our Baldwinsville beats. Pizza Man in Baldwinsville. Any way you slice it, they are always here for you.
This is Jimmer Sikowski, owner-operator of Chick-fil-A Cicero, 7916 Brewerton Road in Cicero, right in front of the Home Depot. I had a deep feeling that God wanted me to do something bigger with my life and to help people, help others. I kept putting Chick-fil-A in my life, and I realized as I was going through the franchise selection process that positively impacting the lives of others was really core to what we do here at Chick-fil-A. First of all, it starts with the food. The food is brought in fresh daily. We bring in local produce. We prepare to order in the kitchen. We hand bread our chicken. We hand spin our milkshakes. It's great food. It doesn't taste like fast food. I think the second thing is the way people feel when they come in a Chick-fil-A restaurant. It's different. We try to treat people with intentional kindness here, which is very different and deeper than good customer service. And so I think it feels remarkable for most people to come in a Chick-fil-A restaurant. And then lastly, the impact that we try to have in the community is very different. It's a big part of the expectation of every operator of a Chick-fil-A restaurant is that they're actively engaged in their community, they're a leader in the community, and they're making a difference. When they realize that what we're striving to do is to shine a little light in their life, that's a very, very different experience than you will have in any other quick service restaurant. And it's that remarkable experience that I think people will emotionally connect with.
I'm George Townsend of Honda City with some good advice when buying a new car. The true cost of owning a new car is determined by the appraised value when you trade it. No vehicle appraises higher than a Honda. Next, look for low APRs and deep discounts. You also want low maintenance costs and great fuel economy. That's why my advice to you is to buy a new Honda. Looking pre-owned, visit our Honda Certified Used Car Center. Honda City, 7140 Henry Clay Boulevard, Liverpool, or HondaCity-CNY.com.
It would be a pity if you don't shop at Honda City.
Our corporate purpose at Chick-fil-A is to glorify God by being faithful stewards of all that's entrusted to us and to positively influence all those who come in contact with Chick-fil-A. And what became increasingly clear from our success in Cicero is that people love Chick-fil-A. And also I think we recognized that, we had a great opportunity to grow the brand and grow our platform. I felt incredibly grateful when I was selected to be a Chick-fil-A operator. I think what it's meant for me, what I've come to realize on a very deep level is that this is a calling for me. It's not a career. It's not a job. The Lord called me to be a Chick-fil-A operator and to use these restaurants to glorify Him and to positively influence other people. I'm blessed. I'm very blessed.
Head to Chick-fil-A Clay on 3974 State Route 31 in Liverpool, New York. Welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora inside of the Cafe Kubal studios. You're watching and listening
on you're listening on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt and on wakeupcalldt.com's homepage where the MixLR feed is embedded. You're watching and listening on youtube.com/wakeupcalldt, facebook.com/wakeupcalldt, and on facebook.com/live-now-dt. Once the shows go live, they jump into our archive. You can go see them on Stitcher, Spotify, MixLR, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Podbean, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts, and on YouTube by searching Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, or one word, Wake Up Call DT. Special thanks to all of our Central and Upstate New York partners and beyond: Cafe Kubal, Carvel DeWitt, the Wildcat Sports Pub, PB&J's Lunchbox, Avicoli's, Honda City of Liverpool, Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory. You can go to maandpazpopcorn.com. That's Ma and spelled out, maandpazpopcorn.com today, and you can get your favorite kettle corn, popcorn, and all of their awesome snacks anywhere in the country because they'll ship to you if you go to maandpazpopcorn.com. Canine Campground, Dog Boarding, the Millhouse Market, Pizza Man, Canine Campground Dog Daycare, Canine Camp Dog Daycare, Chick-fil-A Cicero and Chick-fil-A Clay, Victory Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, and Mother's Cupboard. And of course, Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora is your proud multimedia marketing partner of your Pacers here. It's always Pacer pride when it comes to our coverage here. And the Marywood Pacers join us every Friday on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, where sports meets that thing called life. You can check them out in our exclusive specials entitled Pacer Pride every Friday between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And you can go back and watch those videos on youtube.com/wakeupcalldt. Make sure you click subscribe while you're there. And on the Marywood tab on wakeupcalldt.com. For more information, go to marywoodpacers.com. Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora is also the proud multimedia marketing partner of your Brian and Stratton Syracuse Bobcats. Brian and Stratton here with us for the Bobcat Buzz every single month, and we officially started off in February and had our inaugural episode of our roundtable discussion with the Bobcats. You can check out that episode as well as multiple Bobcat Buzz episodes, including our Bobcat Mother's Cupboard mashup, where we have our monthly Wake Up Call food challenge at Mother's Cupboard, and this one that we just did was with the Bobcats women's basketball head coach Clay Gagan-Sherman and men's basketball head coach Dan Frasina. So we had the opportunity to showcase the Bobcats and showcase Mother's Cupboard together in this challenge. Check out to see who won by going to youtube.com/wakeupcalldt. Click subscribe while you're there. Of course, you can get all of the awesome videos we've done with the Bobcats by going to BSCSYR on our wakeupcalldt.com website. There's a Brian and Stratton page, BSCSYR. Click on that, and you'll get the Bobcats right there for you. And all of our videos, including that video from Mother's Cupboard. You can find out more information by going to syracuse.bscbobcats.com. The LeMoyne Dolphins, of course, in this special today are here with us every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. You can set it as Dolphin Time weekly. The Dolphins here with us on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. Always appreciate having the LeMoyne Dolphins on Wake Up Call. And every single Wednesday, we have them at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. First and third Wednesday of each month is AD and DT, like today with Athletics Director Bob Beretta and myself, Dan Tortora. Every second and fourth Wednesday, we have Dolphin Dive, where we dive into coaches, student athletes, staff members, future Dolphins, and alumni stories with LeMoyne and get to showcase them in a very special way as each of them tell us why they chose LeMoyne and the journey that they've had. And the stories we've gotten to tell have been incredible. You can check out all of our Dolphin content by going to youtube.com/wakeupcalldt. Click subscribe. And you can also go to our LeMoyne tab on wakeupcalldt.com. Bookmark that, as that'll have all of our coverage of LeMoyne and all of our awesome editions and episodes and specials with the LeMoyne Dolphins. And you can find out more information by going to LeMoyneDolphins.com. With that being said, here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, we appreciate you being with us. Appreciate you navigating the weather and everything that's going on. Hopefully you're staying safe and staying well. And my best to everybody that's feeling under the weather today. You know, I'm not 100%, so appreciate any prayers you send our way, and definitely, send prayers to my mom, send prayers to one of our friends here, their daughter, and of course, my big bro's daughter, Lily, and that she gets better from her pneumonia and everything that's going on. So prayers and hopes and well wishes for everybody out there. We're going to end this video and start a new one on Facebook.com/LiveNowDT. We'll share it on Facebook.com/WakeUpCallDT, and then it'll be added to YouTube right after. That's going to be our Fantasy Football Power Hour with Mike Sofka that we do every Wednesday in hour number 2. So I want to thank the Dolphins for this hour, and we did an extensive special here for LeMoyne Giving Day. Please make sure you give whatever you can to LeMoyne to show support for an incredible, incredible institution that is filled with so many great people. And I meant what I said. You know, these student athletes, they're really, really good, but in my mind, they're really good people who happen to be student athletes because, yes, they're in the classroom, they get after it. Yes, they get after it on the fields and the courts of life. But to sit down with these wonderful individuals, I can tell you that I appreciate who they are as human beings above everything else. And we've been able to tell some incredible stories. You should go back and watch them and definitely be a part of LeMoyne Giving Day. Give whatever you can. It feels good to give. For me, I always love to give even more than to receive. I love to give back to people. And so make sure that you're giving to LeMoyne and that you go back and see these incredible videos and stories. And you can see all of them on Facebook at WakeUpCallDT, Twitter at CallDT, and Instagram at WakeUpCall_DT. I'll be sharing them so you can check all those out. And I look forward to talking with you in just a second as we jump over to the fantasy football video. So from the Cafe Kubal Studios, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you get your Cafe Kubal today and every day on 3501 James Street, 401 South Salina Street, inside of Golisano's Children's Hospital in downtown Syracuse, at 343 Fayette Street in Manlius, New York, and on the corner of Route 11 and Taft Road in North Syracuse at Sweetheart Corners in their drive-thru location. In the meantime, God bless, no stress, do your best. Thank you so much for being a part of this show. I appreciate you.